February 11th, 1981. It may not be a significant day to you, but for me, it is. That was the day that my son, my firstborn, came into the world. And it's significant to me today because in 4 days, he will turn 15 years and 6 months old. And in this state, that means that he can drive. And I am scared to death. Madam Toastmaster, fellow Toastmasters. When I was 16, I was very excited about driving, but I actually had to go take a test and get a permit. But no, in the live free or die state, you just have to reach that milestone of 15 years and 6 months. Now, he actually came 4 weeks early, so I've been trying to talk him into extending this for about 4 extra weeks, but he's not buying it, and I understand. Now, friends of mine who know Michael say to me, I don't know what you're worried about. He's such a good kid. And they're right, he is. He's a very reasonable, responsible young man. In fact, we kind of joke sometimes that he's the Alex Keaton of the neighborhood. You know that kid from Family Ties, the one that always wore a tie, very conservative. That's my Michael. Super responsible, always does the right thing. But you put him behind the wheel of anything mechanical, and it's like the Hulk raking through Bruce Banner's chest. Oh my God, he's a totally different kid. When he was 10, my husband decided that he was old enough to start helping out with some of the chores. They decided on mowing the lawn. Well, okay, at 10 years old, mowing the lawn, okay, but we had a ride-on, and he was really short. So I'm standing in my kitchen, looking out in the backyard with my 10-year-old son, who, by the way, wasn't tall enough to sit on the seat and reach the pedals, so he actually kind of used the seat just to lean against. And he was holding on to the steering wheel and craning his neck so he could actually see what was in front of him, but guess what? It was floored! And he was going as fast as he could, back and forth. I think it came up on 2 wheels on the corners, but I was too afraid to watch for very long. 2 years later, he's just shy of his 12th birthday, and my husband says, I got a great Christmas present. I'm buying him his own snowmobile. Now, we've been snowmobiling, and the 2 kids, you know, I'd take one and he'd take one and we'd go. But he said, no, he's almost 12. And I'm thinking, oh my God. My husband said, don't worry about it. It's not like one of ours that goes 100 miles an hour. No, this is a kid-size snowmobile. It only goes like 40. 40? So the first time we go out snowmobiling as a family with his new snowmobile, I don't remember all the details, but somebody's snowmobile broke down, so they got mine, and I was relegated to riding with my son on the back. Within 3 minutes of being on the trail, he had dumped me in a snowdrift this tall and kept going. Fortunately, there were people behind me that picked me up, and as soon as I caught up to him, he was riding behind me and I was on the little snowmobile. And I'm not even gonna talk about the golf cart incident at the campground and the joyride that almost got us kicked out. I'm not going there. Now, it's not that I never want him to drive. That would be unrealistic. I just don't want him to drive my car with me in it. August 11th, 1996. Sunday. I'm going to be sitting in my car, and Michael David, 15 years and 6 months old, will be driving, and I am scared to death. Toastmasters.